Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. Tonight I want to talk about hand sculpting. Actually, more just detailing. Um, so I've already kind of laid out the general detail of the hand here, and as you can see, I'm going up the arm and kind of um, just laying in detail. And mostly I'm using dam standard and just the standard brush, just to give some edges and give some more dimension here. And I'm trying right now. I'm trying to get the knuckles and the veins, like kind of like veins to the knuckles, to look right to me, and kind of run lines down. I want this to kind of look like a glove, but also like some kind of a biomechanical glove that fits over, you know, human muscle tissue and that kind of thing. So I'm building up layers here to kind of sell that idea. Um, bumping out the knuckles a little bit and just really trying to refine my details and give it some interest. This is sort of a muscle tissue lay-in. And again, mostly all dam standard brush. And I'm not planning on printing this at life size, so I think I'm I'm printing this at about 15 inches total for the height of the figure, so this detail is going to be very small. And a lot of this is just tracing over existing details that I already kind of laid in and just bumping up, you know, sort of bumping up the resolution of what I've already done. And in retrospect, looking back at this, my fingers are still way too slim as far as making it a figure the size I'm going to make it. They should be a little thicker because while they look good for this particular character, in reality, printing this out, you know, as small as it's going to be, the fingers are a little too thin, in my opinion. Again, I love using the dam standard in positive as well as negative. Now I'm using positive to really pinch out edges to give it some more harder line definitions. I really want to make it look, I want the detail to be raised, you know, above other detail. And you want things, in general, when you're sculpting, you want things to sit above other things and other things to sit below other things. So I really find that pretty beneficial with using the dam standard brush. So once I get into tertiary detail, really filling it in, it becomes really easy. This is sped up 800%. So, but realistically, you know, just getting these lines in, or sometimes when I'm working, I see things that I want to fix above. I'm trying to focus here mainly on the hand, but I keep seeing stuff above it, so I'm going in and fixing stuff. And if you're going to be 3D printing, you want to oversculpt your detail a little bit to give it, especially if you're doing miniatures, like things that are 28 millimeters or less, you really want to oversculpt detail. Because this is going to be a 15-inch figure, you know, I don't have to hit it so hard, but I still want to give it the right amount of punch. And yeah, mainly I'm just working between dam standard and standard brush, just using positive and negative. And I like the idea of putting little tiny holes at the tips of the fingers and thumb, just to give it a little more detail. And like I've said in other videos, sometimes I will try to draw a line or stroke a line a few times before I get it right. And I'm always trying to make it look, if I have holes and I run tubing to the holes, I try to make it look like, you know, there's things going into those holes. So I'm feeling pretty good about this right about now. Going to be wrapping it up here in a second or two, I think. This overall, this hand sculpt took me about an hour to do. Or hand detailing, I should say. I didn't, you know, the hand was already kind of sculpted roughly. So, and you don't necessarily have to go this overboard on detail for a hand, but because I'm doing a demo, I wanted to show, you know, the lengths that I like to go through sometime. Here I'm just doing little vents and stuff. And I keep finding stuff up here I want to fix up and crisp up a little bit. Some of these lines are pretty soft, so I want to make it look nice and hard. And yeah, I think I finished with the hand already, and I'm just kind of finding stuff that was a little loose before that I want to make look a little tighter with the details. So I think that about wraps it up. So there's a quick demo on detailing a biomechanical hand. Thanks for checking it out. Let me know what you guys think.